In this video, I'll be talking about how to manipulate Flint and alter abilities. If you're familiar with these videos, look in the description for those needed videos you need to watch. If you watch them, then get right into the meat of this video. If you're new to Affixing, I would advise you to watch the Affixing 101 playlist to understand all these various concepts that I'm not going to explain fully. It is optional though. It depends on if you want to see this right now or if you want to watch said playlist. There are several other playlists you can view in the description, and note that to understand most of this video, you will need to watch those two videos talking about the stacking ability concept and then the receptor concept. There will be several other things I will mention in this video, for example SAF. However, I'm not going to highlight it as much when it comes to this particular ability, just because it's not the best ability to go for. Now, I will make a separate video going more into details about my opinions on certain abilities. However, with this video, I'll stay factual and just talk about how to manipulate this, how to go about getting this certain ability, etc, etc. So, with these certain abilities, they will give you a good chunk of attack and PP, or it's going to give you attack and HP. To farm for these Flint and alters, the best way to get them would be through extreme quests. Now, when it comes to these drops, it's not 100% guaranteed. There is some RNG behind it. It depends on what you are using, what equipment you're using, what abilities you have, and also the rare drop rate along with it. This will be further explained in my Farming 101 video, going further into how you can farm for ability and augments. But for now, let us stick to the factual things and focus on the affixing side of things. When it comes to these flints and alters, if you do get them from doing a bunch of extreme quests, note that the flints will emphasize on the attack and PP, and the alters are going to emphasize on the attack and HP. With these alters, they will give you, there are 3 different types, so it will give you a good chunk of HP, which is 30 HP, but then the attack type is going to give you a 20. Depending on what type it is, it's going to give you 20 melee power. If it's like the Arma, Alter Arma, Alter Trio is going to give you plus 20 in terms of range power, and then Alter Magia is going to give you plus 20 in terms of your magic power or your tech power, and then the vice versa. With the Flint, it's going to be the same thing, it's just that it's Flint instead of Alter, and it's going to focus on your PP. Each one of these will give you plus 3 PP, but it's going to focus on a certain attack depending on what the Flint type is. So if you got Flint Arma, it's going to emphasize on your melee power, it's going to be plus 20, and then plus 3 PP. Flint Trio, plus 20 range power, plus 3 PP, and then Flint Magia is plus 20 tech power, plus 3 PP. When it comes to manipulating these, note that you cannot have a Flint and an alter together. If you try to do that on the same piece, it's gonna get one, you have to choose one or the other. So if you were toying around with any one of these, let's say you're toying around with an alter, guess what? To try to transfer this normally, you will have to have 3 of these. Any more than 3 will be a waste. Anything less than 3, it will not transfer. So you need 3. The only exception is if you use it with Receptor. However, before I do that, let me show you the same process with a Flint. So if I have a Flint, 1, 2 will not work, 3 will work. When it comes to you using the Receptor, the one you want to go for is the Extreme Receptor. Now, I have no clue if Global has this Receptor. I highly doubt it. When it comes to the Japanese PSO2, it does exist. I think you farm it through PSO2. Yes, I might be wrong on that. If you want to correct me, if you want to add on to the places where you can get this Extreme Receptor, go ahead and put it down in the comments. But if you have an Extreme Receptor, you just need one of these, and then you need one of these flints or the alters. You can select them, and guess what? It's going to be 100% transferable rate. But once again, if you want to try to transfer both of them, you cannot on your new weapon in our unit. You have to choose one or the other. When it comes to any pop items or as support items, there are no flints and alters. And when it comes to the SAF, there is a Flint and Alter SAF. You just need to look at the Arx Visa phone and figure out which weapon you will want to go for to try to get it. However, once again, there's a bunch of other abilities you may want to go for compared to the Flint and Alter, but that's just my opinion. I'll go further into that discussion, into that topic in a separate video. But that is it when it comes to you toying around with Flint and Alters. If you have any question, comment, concerns, put it down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.